Hello everybody, it's Football here with John Montez and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing fine. I'm also doing fine, and today we are back again. It's on a Monday. We want to discuss a lot of things, a lot of transfer updates. Today is about transfer updates. We are going to talk about Manchester United with these signings, which is Manchester United strikers wish list. We have a lot, almost six strikers that Manchester United are wishing to sign this window, and we are also I'm going to also to update you on the Mbeumo deal, where Manchester United have reached with this Mbeumo deal, and something also else that is on Manchester United, a midfielder. This was surprising. This one came out today. Javi Guerra is a Villarreal. Is it Villarreal? Yeah, Villarreal midfielder, which is interestingly Manchester United are linked to him and probably might be signing his new contract in the coming week with the Villarreal. Probably will sign it, or maybe he's using that one as a tactics to get that deal done, or maybe Manchester United are willingly ready to, because according to the reports I'm getting, Manchester United sent the scouts, the scouts there for almost the entire season to watch him play. So it's a key player that we are looking forward into to see where this one gets us into. So that is really, really important news for Manchester United fans, and also something interesting between Chelsea and Arsenal. I didn't get time to talk about this because I thought it was rumors, but now I'm getting some information about it. Madueke to Arsenal. Chelsea probably are dumping his players to Arsenal. They've already dumped so many players to Arsenal, which they're not interested into. So how can Chelsea do business with the rival? Do Arsenal do business with their rival? Of course, you're setting yourself to fail. Now, Victor Gyökeres also have agreed personal terms with Arsenal, so that is also something I want to discuss in this video. Gyökeres agreeing personal terms with Arsenal, and probably this deal will happen not unless Sporting refuse to sell. I don't know what you guys think about this. Those are my topic for today. So make sure to smash a like on the video. Those are the things we want to dive into this video. Smash a like on the video, and by the way, if you know you're watching us for the first time and you haven't subscribed yet, you're doing for us injustice. It's just injustice. I just want to humbly request you, just take a second or two, just click the subscription button. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify. To our subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for your continued support. Without you, this channel could not be able to reach your taste. Now, let us dive directly into this. Now do we start? We start with Gouret to Manchester United. I think there's an urgency that we need a midfielder. But I've watched this player. I've seen some clips of him. This is a player that this is not the first time we are being linked to him, and it's a promising. I think he's 22 years old, which promising young, can still develop, can still be a good or a great player in the future. But we urgently need a midfielder because we know Casemiro cannot give us 100% of whatever we want. Eriksen is gone. The only person we have is Kobe Mino right now, and Ogate. So we need a proper bench, or we need a proper team. And adding a midfielder will also boost the squad. So I was really, really impressed with Gure link with Manchester United that came up earlier today. But as things stands, right now, Gure might be signing a new contract with Villarreal, which probably it might be a news to make the deal happen, or to make sure that he gets his extension at that place. Now, Manchester United probably his market value is around 21 million. We can spend less on him, around 15 million, and we get a potential player that can turn up to become a great player in future, but a proper backup that we need. So availability of the player, I think, is very good. He hasn't missed any single game for Villarreal, and it's really, really important player for them, and a key player. He's from the academy there, and I think he's a good midfielder, very good one. Technically, very good midfielder. Defensively, he's a box-to-box midfielder. He has pace. His physical strength is also good. So, he's a person we might look into. Is a person, if we get for a decent price, I won't be surprised, or I won't question that. So, is those are players that you can bid for the future. Around 22 years old, that is not a bad start. So, that is my thought on Guerra and Javi Guerra. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me sit down in the comment section what you guys think about Javi going to Manchester United. It's a very interesting news that came up today, earlier today, and things people are talking about it. Now, let us talk on Manchester United updates on Mbeumo. In my own opinion, I don't want to talk about Mbeumo anymore because I think I've already talked much about it, and it's not making sense right now. It's not making sense right now to speak about Mbeumo because we know Manchester United will end up paying whatever price Brentford is asking because they really need this player. It's the only Manchester United in this negotiation. So Brentford had powers over Manchester United. Manchester United have to do whatever Brentford says or whatever Brentford want for this deal to happen. So I don't want to speak about it. I know it will happen probably maybe this week before we go to preseason because I think Manchester United have already started their preseason. Players reported to Carrington today. So basically, we are saying if we can get this deal done before we go to that tour, it will be really, really important for us. So we are looking how this one will develop, and I probably bet, if I can bet, is this week. Probably this week we'll see Mbeumo joining Manchester United. Now, let us talk on Manchester United striker wish list. And in my own opinion, these people, I don't want them to join. There is this Portuguese striker, and it's currently a PSG striker, Ramos. It's being linked to Manchester United. This is not the first time it's being linked to Manchester United, but I've seen him playing. I don't know how much it's going to cost Manchester United if Manchester United decide to go for him. And do we really need him? I've seen how he misses a lot of chances. It's more of a very it's a threat or it's a good striker. Physically, injury wise, I don't know. I don't know much about him injury wise because he's not a regular starter to PSG. So we can get him in a decent price if we have to get him. If we are getting rid of Haaland, then I would prefer that. We always have a good test with Portuguese players. We have never have a wrong foot with Portuguese players. So I think getting Ramos can be good for us. Probably. I don't know how that one might turn up, but I think that one can be a decent call for Manchester United. Jimmy Vardy is also on the Monday list where Manchester United are looking into. I don't think, are we building a progressive team or are we building a catch-up team, or what are we building as a Manchester United? I don't think Vardy is the solution, but I also don't think he can agree to the deal because of his age, number one, because of the injury records. He's not a player that can give you 100%. Of course, he need an experienced player. Somehow, if you bring in an experienced player, if you bring Vardy, then you bring it with Ramos, then probably I would say that might be a good signing because you bring one of the experienced strikers in, experience with the league, proven record with goal scoring, is a legend on Premier League. So that one will be a very good descent to learn from, somebody to learn from. But if you're bringing as the first starter or as a starter, then it's a bad idea. Then there was this player that I don't think will happen and I don't think should happen, is Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin right now is a free agent. Vardy free agent. Raheem Sterling, I don't know his situation. I think also probably might become a free agent. Nkunku, there's an Nkunku, then there's Ekitike. So, in this ideal striker situation, they probably somebody I'll spend more money on or I'll spend money on for the future is Ekitike. Nkunku, I've already made my thoughts on this. I think I did the video about Nkunku to Manchester United. It should be the third or the second option for Manchester United if we don't get our main target. But do we trust him? I don't trust him because of his injury records. That is the main reason I don't trust him. Currently, his market price or his market value is around 35 million, which is probably cheaper than what Chelsea bought him. Chelsea are trying to get rid of him, but Manchester United cannot be the downside because he's injury-prone player, very good player tactically, a threat to the box, and the problem is his injury records. That is why I don't want to see him in Manchester United. That is why I don't think he's a preferable candidate for me in Manchester United. But I don't know what you guys think. Probably some of you might be. But if you told me, do I have money to buy a Ekitike, I would buy him and leave Nkunku. That is my thought into that. So in that wish list where we have Ramos, We have Vardy, we have Calvert-Lewin, we have Raheem Sterling, which I don't think will happen. Raheem Sterling cannot play for Liverpool, play for Arsenal, play for Chelsea, then play for Manchester United again. Probably Big Six, the only he haven't played for is Tottenham. So I don't think that will be incredible CV at an incredible way. So I don't just think it will happen. He played for Liverpool, he probably cannot play for Manchester United. He played for Manchester City, probably cannot play for Manchester United. He played for Arsenal, he cannot play for Manchester United. But if he had played for Arsenal alone and not played for Liverpool or Manchester City, probably I'll be thinking, yes, he can come to Manchester United. But I don't think even Raheem Sterling can imagine doing that or can preempt doing that. But it's desperate to get a club. Probably he can. And if I was Raheem Sterling, I could probably look for a club in Saudi Pro League. Go and revive myself there. Go and revive myself there. That is my thought into Manchester United striker wish list, because it's a long, huge list with some bad and some always experienced players and bad players and good players in it, promising young talent in it. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think Manchester United buying a striker will depend on the departure of a player. Højlund has to go for Manchester United to buy. We have to get rid of players for Manchester United to buy. That is my theory or my opinion into that. Arsenal, the big gutters or the gooders. A lot Arsenal are really reacting. Thomas Partey went. They signed, was it Brentford midfielder? I don't know. Was it, what was his name? I'm forgetting. The new Arsenal midfielder. They signed that player. They signed Zubamendi. They're looking at Madueke. They're looking for this Aston Villa player. What is his name? I'm forgetting his name. But right now, they're also interested in Noni Madueke. How many players does Chelsea want to take from? How many players does Arsenal want to take from Chelsea, which have come not to become a help? Look at the players that Chelsea have already sold to Arsenal. Jorginho, this turned up to be what they expected it. Havertz, this turned up to be what they expected. Raheem Sterling, this turned out to be what they expected. Now they want to do it. Do you think Arsenal are progressing or they? I don't know. If you have much money to spend on players or you want to spend players, why would you spend players on your rival? Why would you spend that money on your rival to build them? Because Chelsea have a lot of players and they're going to try to sell their players, and they will not sell you their best players. They will never sell you Palmer. They can't. They will never sell you Reece James. They can't. They can never sell you what is his name? This midfielder. They can't sell their best players. They're probably selling for Arsenal. They reject the people they want to get rid of. That is why they are selling Noni Madueke to Arsenal. And Arsenal are also falling the same trap. Take that money, go and invest somewhere else. Take that money, go and invest in other players, young promising young players, to bring to the team. Instead of let the Chelsea. How can you're feeding your enemies and they're killing you? The London will forever be blue. Why? Because they're sabotaging your progress. These players are Chelsea players. These players are DNA, their DNA is Chelsea. They will never do anything to benefit Arsenal. They will never do anything. They will never win anything with Arsenal. They have already won it with Chelsea. And you know the commitment or the oath that players always take when they decide London is blue. When they decide Manchester is red. When they decide Manchester is blue. You see, these are the things that kills the progress of a team. These are the things that kills the progress of a club. Arsenal, right now, if I was Arsenal, I ask myself, why are even Arsenal trying to sign people? Why? Arsenal only needed a striker. And if they can get, they don't have money to get this Gyökeres deal done. Yet they have money to spend on players that they really don't need, in my own opinion. They don't need Noni Madueke in that team. You don't need, what is his name? This Crystal Palace winner. You don't need him. You don't need him. You already have a team. That team was good until you start distorting it. I don't know what Arteta is trying to cook or whatever what Arteta is trying to build there. But for me, I'm just hoping for the best for Arsenal. I hope it turns up well. I hope it's helpful for them. I don't know what you guys think about that. That is my opinion in this. Gyökeres right now, I know the person who is blocking this deal to happen is Sporting. They Arsenal have already agreed in personal terms with the Gyökeres team, and all this is agreed. He has agreed to lower salaries, if I'm not wrong, something like that. He has agreed personal terms with Chelsea, but Arsenal. But the blocking thing now is Sporting. Sporting are not willing to sell. Sporting are, at this point, is clear that Sporting doesn't want to sell Gyökeres to Arsenal because Arsenal bid is low. They are trying to find a higher bidder to come in and chip it. But the player is also saying, no, I want to go to Arsenal, which is good. It's a good move. You are standing at an advantage point. But remember, this player is still under contract. It's not, he's still left with how many? I don't know if he's 2 years at Sporting. So he's still a Sporting player. Even if he wants to leave and the Sporting says no, he will still be a Sporting player because currently Sporting might be even asked for 100 million. It's just, I don't know how this one to explain this saga of Gyökeres. And Gyökeres also urgent, or Gyökeres team also need to get this situation done or this deal done as early as possible. Because it cannot be keep jumping the rope each and every time. Sometimes you are negotiating with Manchester United, sometimes you are negotiating with Arsenal, sometimes you are negotiating with some teams in Europe. The question is, that begs it, is Gyökeres worth 70 million or is Gyökeres worth whatever price Sporting is asking? That is the big deal. And that is why most of the people don't want to go. People don't think it's worth that price. Of course, he had a fantastic season. We cannot dispute that. But Sporting also need to trade wisely. Maybe this is the time to sell him. They will end up selling him one day for a lesser price compared to what they want to sell him now. So this is something, it's a gamble. Take it. Take the deal. If I was Sporting, I could have already taken this deal because if Arsenal are offering 70 million or 68 or 65 or whatever amount they are offering, not less than 60 though, well and good, take it. But I don't know why Sporting are holding tight onto this. I don't know why Sporting don't want to sell, and they literally know the player wants to go. They literally know that this is not, the player is not part of their project. Manchester United have already walked out of it. Arsenal are the only team remaining on that's in negotiation. Be wise in business. Do this deal. Make it happen. Just name the price and let me see if bidders meet it. If people are interested in it. We just knew Gyökeres the other day. You cannot tell us, you cannot convince us that because he had a best season, the best season now is 170 or 80 million. That one does not happen. That is what Arsenal are trying to negotiate here. He had the one best season ever. He scored a lot of goals. That one does not mean he's a best player or is one of the best players in the world. He had a fantastic season. That one is a fact. That he just had a fantastic season. But I don't know why Arsenal also are holding to this. If you can walk away, walk away. Because there was a Sissoko deal. I think the Sissoko deal is off. Somebody yesterday texted me and told me, why don't Manchester United now go to Sissoko? Because they need a striker. And there was a time we were linked into him. I don't think Manchester United can beat the price whatever the Sissoko deal is happening, whatever the price those people are asking. And I don't think Leipzig are willing to sell, in my own opinion. I don't think they're willing to sell him. I don't think so. And does the player also want to come to Manchester United? No. The main reason why Manchester United are not attracted to many players is because of Champions League football. We don't have Champions League football. That's a disease that has affected our transfer window this season. That is why even Manchester United cannot sign Gyökeres. You cannot tell me you are telling Gyökeres to lower his salary to come on a club that is not going to play Champions League, is not going to be a benefit for him. Yet there's an offer for Arsenal that pays him well and he plays in Champions League stage. So that one is the same with Sissoko. Convincing a player to come to Manchester United right now will be very hard. It has to be a genuine signing to convince a player to come to Manchester United. I don't know what you guys think about that, and more probably we'll end up with a loan player or we'll end up with some free agent players. Those are the things I'm seeing Manchester United doing in this transfer window because we can't get rid of players or we can't buy players. So that one related to Arsenal deal. So I think Arsenal should take this thing serious and make sure they have a striker before the preseason starts. Make sure this Gyökeres deal is done. If it can't be done, go on and find another target. Leave Sporting to deal with their own mess because this is messy now. It's coming terrible. Let this deal happen. Sporting should let this deal happen. Arsenal should get this deal happen. I don't know what you guys think about that. Those are my thoughts today. Those are the things I have for you today. Smash a like on the video. If you know you are watching for the first time, Just want to ask you, click the subscription button. If you know you have watched up to this point, I want to say thank you so much for your support. I'm not taking it for granted. Smash a like on the video, put a comment where you are watching this video from. Smash a like on the video. Until we do the next one, enjoy. Peace.